load the data set. Let us check whether we need to pre-process the data set. So first is missing values. Are there any missing values? No. Are there any non-numeric values? No. Are there any duplicate values? No. So we do not need to do any pre-processing. We can directly split the data set into train and test. So I write here train, test, split, and we get the split of the data set. So here one thing we need to know, there is an argument stratify. Stratify is for dividing the data set and maintaining the ratio of the classes of the data set even in the train and test. What I mean by this, with an example, let us say the raw data set has 50% cancer and 50% non-cancer. Then the train data set and the test data set also needs to have 50% cancer and 50% non-cancer. That means, let us say the raw data set has 100 rows. The train set, which is 80%, will have 80 rows, and okay, out of this 100, let us say 50 rows are of cancer and 50 rows are non-cancer. Then in these 80 rows, 40 rows are cancer and 40 are non-cancer. Similarly, test set is the 20 rows left, where 20 are cancer and 20 are non-cancer. This is because the raw data we have split as 80% train and 20% test. This is the division in which we have divided our raw data set. Okay, so this division and this ratio that we have to maintain is possible with the help of stratify. This is called as stratified sampling, which you can read later what is the meaning. Let us now apply standard scaler to the data set. So to apply standard scaler on the data set, we need the train and test, which we have those already. The standard scaler object is also created. So now we can create an object of standard scaler. Autocomplete is not working. And then you will create xtrain standard and xtest standard, and say you have to take fit transform. You have to take fit transform of the xtrain, and you have to take fit transform of xtest. So in this way you have standardized both train and test. Next you have to go for grid search. So grid search is about hyperparameter tuning of logistic regression. To take advantage of grid search, we can use ChatGPT. First find out which are the parameters of grid search. So I am writing sklearn logistic regression. Sorry, the parameters of logistic regression. So we have so many parameters here. That means the grid search will take a very long time. Here you can see so many parameters. What I do is I copy all this, all the parameter list, I take it directly to ChatGPT. So I am copying here, I am opening ChatGPT, So ChatGPT. So I have copied the entire list and further I write give code for grid search of logistic regression on binary classification problem and do extensive hyperparameter search. So with the help of ChatGPT we can get the code. Here the focus is on these many parameters, so grid search will work, and already we have train set, so this we can skip. Here we are getting the parameter grid, and okay, so let us copy here. We will have to modify slightly the code. First we need create an object of grid logistic regression, and we need to delete all this. These are the different parameters. You can read them in the sklearn documentation. More are there, but I think ChatGPT feels only these are the important ones. So let us test that logic of ChatGPT. Scoring accuracy, I am changing it to a different scoring. So sklearn scoring classification. If I search, then it will give me the scoring for classification. Here I prefer F1 score, and F1 score for has multiple versions. Anyway, we can take the binary. Okay, anyway, we will keep F1 score as it is, and here we have F1 score. So just I will write F1. Always I prefer F1 score rather than accuracy. Then we fit, we get the best hyperparameters, and here one more thing, the best model. So create an object of best model, which will be the best estimator of grid search. So I am writing best estimator, and that estimator we are applying on the test set. So grid search dot predict x test. This I am storing in y predictions, and then I have to evaluate these predictions. So we will do that. First I have created this. Now it will take a long time because 27,000 fits. Meanwhile we can complete the remaining code. Once we have got the predictions from the model, I made a mistake. This is not X train Y train. This should be X train standardized, and this has to be X test standardized. Okay, because we have standardized the data set, so we have to fit on the standardized data set and on the standardized test data set. Now we have got the predictions of the model, and with that we can calculate the further metrics like F1 score. So from sklearn dot metrics import F1 score. So this F1 score will be calculated based on the y test and y predictions. It will give us what is the F1 score on the test